Hello. I am here. I am live. It is Monday, March 16th. It's great to be here with you, and we're going to see what's going on. I got a message from Restream letting me know that they might be having difficulties connecting with YouTube through their API, but hopefully it all turns out okay and we get connected. So I'm super excited to be coming to you live today, and this is a VO's journey. My name is Anthony Pika, and this show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all of the crazy things that I seem to step on. If you wouldn't mind helping me out, take a moment and tell me that, or tell me where you're from. I'm seeing lots of people joining on Instagram. It's great to have you guys. We also should be streaming on YouTube is here. Fantastic. I know YouTube was having problems with their API, but it looks like Restream and YouTube figured it out, and I am super excited to be able to come to you guys today and talk to you about a really neat topic. And I really believe is the way that we are going to function moving forward. And that's a new way to market your voiceover business. And I'm going to dive into that today. But I would like to first off let everybody know that thank you, Mark. My family and I are doing well. We had some definite issues. We had a couple of us were sick, and we went to the doctors, and they were tested for everything. They were not tested for the coronavirus at the time because they did not have fevers or anything like that. But after that, and that was about a week and a half ago, I said, that's it. We're on lockdown, and I kind of put us all on quarantine in our house. So we have been in our house. Of course, they closed schools, everything in my area. And also they had found that there was 8 people. I live in Williamsburg or James City County in Virginia. And they found that there was 8 different cases in our city. So the second largest out in Virginia. So I was like, that's it. We're staying home. And it helped them closing everything. And of course, my wife's job, she works for the school district and the school board office, so they are keeping them home, and we're very blessed that they're doing amazing things to help as well. And I work from home, so it's been a blessing in that sense that we've been able to be at home for over a week and a half now, pretty much. And we are doing well. I lost my voice not because of anything other than I've been have some allergies, but actually I was up late last night doing character work, and I went a little overboard, so my voice is a little sketchy this morning, but I'm very excited to be coming to you live, and just overall, I want to send everybody out there my love and prayers, and I hope you and your family stay safe wherever you are. Make sure you're careful. These are some crazy times. I've never seen this stuff. All of us have never seen this happen in our lifetimes. So we will definitely remember this forever. And I'm in awe, but I'm also optimistic that we are going to get through all of this, and we're also going to learn a lot of new things, I think. And the topic today, of course, going over how to market your voiceover business, I think is going to I want to talk about some things that I believe are coming out of this that we're seeing, but also some ways that I see are starting to work very well. They were kind of beginning to work a lot, and now with the atmosphere and so many more people at home, so many things that are having to be done even more so over the internet. I mean, you think before where life was everything over the internet, but we still had the majority of life still, where we go around now, so much of it has having to be done over the internet. I just got a message from Google. I don't know, you can sign up for like Google Insights, and they'll send you topics of the day or things that they talk about. And what I received today was like 6 tips on how to, work from home, like 6 tips how to increase your video conferencing from home. I mean, there's just so much stuff, right, that is going to be focused on working from home. I also want to take a moment to congratulate, there's been lots of people leveling up on Fiverr. A few friends who've been working really hard and got to top-rated seller. So I want to congratulate them. That's awesome. You guys deserve it. And a lot of people getting up to level 1 and level 2. It's a big deal, and it matters because there's a lot of hard work that goes into that. Of all the different platforms, I think Fiverr can be, it's interesting. It's free to get on that site, but to get to top-rated seller on Fiverr is like, it takes a lot of work, and you have to make a lot of money to get to that place. So congrats to all of those people. There was a couple who got the news, and I'm very happy for them and proud of them. So thank you. Also, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So if you would like to, please, by all means, subscribe, hit the like button. I would love to have you do that here on YouTube, as well as if you're on Twitter, Instagram, retweet this. It would be it'd really be great to get to 1,000. We're so close. I think we're at like 976. So that's pretty amazing. So let's talk about a new way of marketing your voiceover business. Now, if you remember a while ago, well, you might not, but I spoke about a Forbes article that I had read, and it was called Flipping the Funnel. And basically it talked about how you take your, the old idea of a funnel, right, when marketing, which means, we try to, for example, get on as many websites as possible, put out our services to as many people as possible to kind of get them all into the top part of this funnel. And as they move into this funnel, we enact different things to qualify them, right, as leads. And, we qualify them, we're looking for services. They're like, yes, are you looking for voiceover services? Yes. Are you looking, do you like our voice? Yes. Do you like the price? Yes. And we do all these qualification things till they come down to the bottom where they actually purchase from us. And then they come out the other end as customers. But all throughout that funnel, we're funneling people out to make sure if we work with them, if we can work with them, we will. If we don't, we don't. So the idea with flipping the funnel, and this was actually an article back from, I believe it was like 2017, 2018 from Forbes, where they talked about flipping that to where you are targeting specific businesses and specific areas, like specialty areas. Now, we've been talking a lot about it on this channel for a bit now about, starting to narrow in your target on when you are putting out a gig, on Fiverr, or if you're, doing social media and looking for businesses. Instead of just putting out blanket, I'm a voiceover actor, work with me, or this is what I do, actually begin to, kind of focus in on a specific area, like IVR, or like phone messaging for XYZ. This is the crazy time. I just received a message from Fiverr, which is another site. It's VO and then IVR. And they sent out a message saying that, they are enacting a program to help people or companies or individuals who are trying to get out messages about how to stay safe during this coronavirus outbreak, that they want to offer free services from voiceover artists to help spread the message, to help voiceover, voice commercials and things to help people, with just explaining what to do to stay safe. So I thought that was really cool that Voiver's doing, and you have to think that that's going to be things that are going on. I have to be square with you. I've been getting actually a lot of work on Fiverr recently, all about the coronavirus, about businesses that are popping up trying to help people order certain things, be part of, be in more communication, getting their services easier, also inspirational things, notifications, voice messages. I've been doing voice messages about the coronavirus. I've been doing lots of things revolving around the coronavirus. So yes, this is one thing that is out there, but I think it also kind of, again, dives into a new way for this new decade that we're in, and I call it like the decade of the specialist, right? Because we are so entrenched now in the internet more than ever, and we are going to be over the next year even more so. And I had to tell you, I was watching the news. I've never watched I try to turn off the news because it can make me so angry. But because since all of this happened, I've been watching the news a lot, and I definitely have been like, I saw something today where there was a lot of people talking about now they think that, there could be a shutdown, or schools could be out for the whole school year, or even the whole calendar year, like not coming back till January of next year. I mean, no one knows, no one knows how this is going to go and what's going to happen. So, I mean, with all that said, you've got to think that there is going to be so many people starting to, that were not before, starting to live their lives through the internet, which means that they are going to need specialists. They're going to need more people to set up. Like, here's a perfect example. Right now, think about it. There are going to be so many people not at work or not being at home. They're going to need voice messages, professional voice messages for them. They're going to need that service more than ever, right? And new voice messages about why they're not at work and what's happening. There's going to be, people needing that professional service from us. And we are positioned in a manner in which we can help a lot of people. Okay. Now, please, by all means, I've been seeing this a lot on Amazon, and I don't know if you've been seeing this, but and I know Amazon is trying their best to stifle this, but man, there's a lot of price gouging going on. Like, it's ridiculous. There's a lot of people, a lot of sellers, because, Amazon the people sell through Amazon. Right. And that's how Amazon works. Amazon can house these things for people, but that's basically how Amazon works. It's a free market that people can sell through Amazon. Well, there's a lot of people who are selling who are just hiking up prices. And I don't know if you've seen that, but there's things that you try to buy, and it's like we buy a lot from Amazon, but honestly, I've stopped buying a lot of things because there's ridiculous prices on there. So be aware of that as well, and take the opportunity to, also be helpful. Don't try to price gouge, and I'm not saying any of you would, but don't raise your prices. Don't just be kind and thoughtful of what other people are going through. I mean, we are so blessed, and I'm so thankful that we have a lot of us. I mean, if you're new, you're just thinking about this, but if you've not and you've set up a home-based business, I mean, if you think about the situation that we're in, this is a thing that kind of puts us in a place where we are actually able to sustain our business and continue to work no matter what happens in the outside world. And I'm blessed and thankful for that. Even though, again, this is not a reason why I set up this business as I'm seeing now. This is definitely an interesting. It's something that I'm learning about. One of the things that this business does. So, for getting back to what we were talking about, I think if we target this type of thinking, meaning that we are looking to help people for what is really going on, and narrowing our focus on these little things, like I just said, the phone messaging. But you have to also think there's a lot of e-learning opportunities. A lot of people want to know about what's happening with the coronavirus, or what it even means, or how it even happens. And there's a lot of companies, because I know I've been working on it, there's a lot of companies putting out information about that, and they need voiceover artists to help them with that information. Okay. And yes, there's going to be a lot of companies also who are trying to figure out how to help people, or how to get their services to people a different way. There's going to be so many things changing. Right. And there's one thing that I've never, ever doubted about our country, or the world, too. I mean, we are very innovative people. Right. We find a way to make things happen, and we will find a way to make all of this, happen, and to be able to get services to people and to get things to people. We will find a way. Think about drones. Right, drones and things like that. I mean, if you talk about something that has been right there on the cusp of becoming something big, but has been, just kind of teetering around because the pricing, you think of drones and how much it costs and rolling that out, as opposed to manpower, right, to actually just drive something, and the cheapness of it, the price really was holding that back. But that's going to change a lot too. So there's so many things that we can do. But besides just the coronavirus, targeting in on different areas also beyond the coronavirus can help as well. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about a new way of marketing, flipping the idea of just broadly marketing voiceover services to targeting specific areas of business, of genres. Okay, I want you to start thinking of categories. You need to be in all different categories. And you need to target those things and look within those categories for even smaller categories or smaller genres. Okay? Because like we just talked about voice messaging and IVR, all right? But you think about voice messaging, there's so many things that need voice messaging right now from us, right? And there's also so many like different public announcements. We talk about PSAs. That's another thing, public service announcements. There's so many of those that are needed across the world right now. And, we need to be the people who are putting our services out there in a manner in which people can easily identify them, can easily recognize that we can help and deliver a quality product quickly, and that we are ready to work and get it out there. And that's important for you to put out. So don't bury your head in the sand during this time. This is a time to offer your services to help the world, right? I mean, we are in a position to help a lot of people through what we can do, which is being able to educate and help others, because we are set up to deliver messages, to deliver communication, to deliver knowledge. And if you look at it that way, I really believe you can help make a difference while at the same time being able to support your family. Okay? This will pass. But I do believe, and I know maybe you've seen it, but just in our country alone, and I'm talking about the U.S., and I would say the world too. We went from greetings, in our country, went from handshakes and, hugs and things to, 6 feet, right? That 6 feet, what is it? Social distancing. Now it's offensive to shake hands, whereas before in our country, it was offensive not to. It's become upside down. And you have to think, when stuff like that happens, stop and think about it. Well, how fast will that go back to the way it was? Will it ever really go back? Just like when 9/11 happened, things change forever. There are defining things throughout the history of the world that change us forever. And this is one of those things where I don't. You can look back at the Spanish influenza, the Spanish flu, right, in the early 1900s. You can look back at all these times where there was big pandemics or whatever across the globe. And because of the interconnectedness that we all are, I mean, the massive amount of closure across the entire world is unparalleled to something that's ever happened in the history of this world. So you have to think things will change forever. I don't think when we get through this, I know we will. I think it is something that we as a people, if we continue to work together, we will get through this and we will figure it out. But for us, we need to be right here. I'm looking around at my equipment, like my equipment's a part of this. We need to be right here on the front lines, helping people, putting our services out there, being aware of what is needed right now, and trying to give people that service. All right, well, that's my spiel today, and I hope it helps some people. I want to recognize some people because there's a lot of people on here, and I don't know if hopefully maybe Restream got fit, because there's some Facebook comments, which is so nice to see some Facebook comments, because Restream was kind of messed up, and there's a bunch of people over here on Instagram, so I'm glad to see a bunch of people watching. And let's see, we've got over on Instagram, we've got Brian, we got Jose, we got Bald Buckeye, I like that name, we got Brandon, we got Afro Sam, what's up, B-Dog at 45, we got John. Thank you guys for the subscriptions, by the way. I see people are subscribing on YouTube. Thank you. We're so close. I think we're like 25 subs away or something like that from 1,000. So that's really exciting. And that's all you guys. So thank you. Let's see over on YouTube. We got Mark. What's up, Mark? First, we got Flyer here. What's up, man? Eric, it's good to have you. Thank you again, Mark, for wishing my family well. I really appreciate that. Marcus Locke on Facebook. What's up? Let's see, and you're on Facebook. Thank you for being on both. Zach, how crazy? Stay safe. Absolutely. Samir, well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Switch, hello. Thanks to everyone you taught. Thanks to everything you taught me. I reached level 1. Congrats, man. Congrats, Switch. That's awesome, dude. Let's see. Neil, what's up? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I know last week was a little sketchy. I got a couple, but I was gone, I think, more than I was on. So thank you so much. Let's see. Samir, hope all is well. Thank you. Curse, hey, Anthony, hope you and your family are well. Thank you, buddy. Hey, at least you don't have to do anything to get yourself set up to work from home because you already do. I'm making room in my studio for my day job. That's true. That's true. Yes, I'm very blessed that everything is here, ready to go. It's making everything wonderful. Good luck with getting your studio set up for your day job. I do think that this will also increase businesses look at the e-commute model and how does that work for us, right? I mean, how do we fit into the e-commute model with businesses too, with messages and setting up meetings or meaning like, is there some sort of voice over business, is there business there for voiceover artists to help businesses connect with messaging, with more e-learning, right? Because there's probably going to be a lot more e-learning opportunities. Because from me as a business, I would think that I would want to keep my employees at least educated in things as well. So, there's opportunities there. I mean, there's things to think about. Will Stoff, congratulations. Will is another person who reached top rated seller on Fiverr. Congrats, my man. Voiceover Angela. Hello. Good morning, Angela. It's good to have you. Let's see. Embodied Entertainment. One of the jobs I just got done with, used you as an example of how I should sound like. You're always coaching even when you're not coaching. That's funny. I'm glad to see you're back and doing better. That's funny. Thank you. Voiced by Jason. What said you? Thank you. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. Let's see. Colin says, hi, what's up? Voice by Jason. Oh, what's up, man? I hear you, man. Zach says, my local news is talking about more e-learning being needed. I was interested to hear the term mentioned outside of the VO forum. Absolutely. I mean, you think about, people don't think, they don't think about voiceover services when they're listening to videos at work that they have to, go through safety. Here's another thing. With all of this being said, and just talking about this, right, about the world changing forever, even now with the coronavirus and everything happening about e-learning and teaching people about how to be, even more protecting themselves and so forth, moving forward, think about the changes that the world is going to make, how the world is going to feel. There's going to be more e-learning opportunities. We are on the cusp, I believe, of an incredible boom in the voiceover industry. Okay, and we need to be poised to help as many people as possible. So we need to be that position. So be prepared and get yourself out there for that. People are going to need to be taught, and they're not going to be taught in big groups. They're going to be taught online, and they're going to need people like us to do it. Scott, hey, what's up, Scott? Embodied Entertainment, go through a complete rebranding and just delivered my last order to be promoted to level 1 seller. Congrats, all thanks to your help. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Congrats. Samir, it's a good thing I finished my boot this weekend. Absolutely. Let's see. Fly here. Eric says, I was trying to edit a book today and my day job kept interrupting. Very inconsiderate. Laugh out loud. This is a new world. And what's interesting to me too, if you think about how things will begin to change, will jobs begin to become even more multifaceted, right? Think about all the different things that can be done. And we know about all the different work that can be contracted online, but many people still don't know. Majority of people still don't know what you and I know about the possibilities of working online. But that is going to change. It is changing. So you have to think that, again, that's another position that we're in to help more people. Let's see. Rich says, no doubt there will be more remote business all around. Prayers always going up for you. Thank you. Thanks for all your knowledge. Oh, thank you, Rich. I appreciate that. Angela, with schools being closed, there may be more online learning for our children as well. Absolutely. That's another thing, right? Like if you stop and think about that, I've thought about contacting schools or school districts. These are unprecedented time. Millions and millions and millions of children across the country in the U.S. are out of school. And teachers and districts, and I know this, my wife works in a school district, are scrambling to figure out how do we even begin to help teach these children out of school. And with the knowledge of stuff I said today, I really honestly believe, look, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. And I hope they're back to school in 2 weeks. But a lot of school districts have closed for a month. Some have even closed until the end of the school year. And like I said, I heard people talking about the calendar year, like not going back to school until January of next year, of 2021. We don't know. Meaning where are they going to get all that from? How are they going to get that to children? We need to be either poised with the school districts or with companies. And those companies then are going to be looking for voiceover artists. They can't go to studios because people are not going to be going into studios. Studios can work remotely, but again, we are in the age of remote, all right, of working from home. We are in that position. So you've got to get yourself out there in that position. Since all this happened, I've been getting more emails from customers. It's like all of a sudden customers are starting to really look for the more online stuff, and they're going to be. Okay, so just make sure that you're out there and you're trying to help, and don't take advantage of the situation. Help people. Let's see. Tanya. I think I got that right, Tanya. Recommendations, because I know I got that right. I think I got that wrong last time. Recommendations for a market-appropriate base rate for PSAs and voicemail message recordings. Great question. I get the questioning a lot for prices. Listen, pricing right now is going to be it's going to actually be a very personal thing, because like I said, even now more than ever, there's going to be so much chaos, and there is. But no matter what, first and foremost, I stick, like for me, I charge the same thing to a client that I work personally, like through email or something, than I do with a client on Fiverr. I always charge the same price. That's just something I believe in. Now, there are some websites that you'll get on that will make you charge something else for being on that website, and you have no control over it, and that's okay. I don't mind that, because that's the terms of being on that website. But I always charge the same thing no matter what I do. Okay. Now, I did talk about revenue management before, and that's where you shift around things depending on like how busy you are. Like if you're not as busy, you might want to lower your prices a little bit, or if you're too busy to keep up, you might want to raise some of your prices. Okay. But we're never doing this out of the idea of we're going to take advantage of people. Okay. This is the idea of making sure we can always give the best quality work to the most people at a good amount, a good time. So to more answer your question, of course, the first thing to do always, I think, is I do like to, look at industry standard rates. Okay. And, those are very important to always keep in mind. But I honestly, just kind of look at myself. I always charge a certain amount of money from myself. And I think of it as a base rate for words. And then I have a price for buyout, for commercial, kind of like commercial rights, or meaning like promotional rights. And then I have a buyout for broadcast rights, or rights to over a region or national, something like that, right? And I do it in perpetuity. So meaning like, I know not everybody does this. A lot of people do, but I just personally don't like to mess with licensing stuff. That's just me. Okay, that's why I like to work as a solopreneur. I like to work as a freelancer, because I don't want to have to worry about licensing. If you work with me, I do a voiceover for you. You pay the buyout fee. It's yours. You can do what you want with the voiceover. Okay, so that's something that I believe in. So I normally charge personally between this, and this is just me. I charge like $20 for 100 to 150 words. That's a base. And then I charge a fee afterwards for commercial rights or broadcast rights. I pretty much use the Fiverr model. Okay, that's been kind of ingrained in my head, and that's what I charge other places. The only place I don't do that is if I'm doing audiobooks, because audiobooks, the way you charge for audiobooks is different, and I pretty much stay towards industry standard rates between $250 to $400 per finished hour with full editing and mastering and formatting as well. If I don't edit, format, or if I don't edit and master on the audiobook end, I'll charge closer to $250, but if I'm doing all that, I'll charge closer to $300, $350 or so, $400. That's just where I am at right now. Does that mean I don't accept it less? Absolutely, I do accept less. Like I recently accepted less work last week. I mean, I accepted more work at a little lower price to keep money flowing into the business and to help other people, because other people are going to be hurting to spend money as well. Remember, that's just what I charge. There's going to be people who say that is way too less, and there's going to be people to say that is way too expensive. It's a really personalized thing. And I wanted to share what I charge actually, because I think that's important. I don't want to, lie to you and say you got to charge all this and all that. I just tell you what I do. And people remember that. And I like the ease of it. I like the ease of it for me. I make plenty of money. I'm not hurting for that end of it. So the pricing is working and it seems to be helping people, and people don't seem to have a problem with it. But please, by all means, that's just me personally. You charge what is best for you. Okay, but I hope that helps. Let's see. This situation. Okay. This situation proves school and learning is not a building. Yeah, absolutely. Would you mind discussing do's and don'ts when contacting other Fiverr service providers to partner up? Troy, that's a really good question. Do not contact other Fiverr sellers on Fiverr through Fiverr unless you are going to buy something. Right? Do not contact them through. You can be marked as spam. Fiverr does not want you to do that. And it's not nice to the sellers, because if you think about it, and I get, and I know nobody means this bad, for any reason, but I get contacted a bit through Fiverr from people who've seen me here or whatnot. And, they have questions for me or things like that. And I'm not mad about it. But what happens is that, it's very important on that particular platform. You're rated about how quickly you respond, and you don't want to mess up somebody's stats because you just wanted to shoot the breeze or ask them a question about working with you, right? When, and they can't get back to you, and then they find out that you weren't really a customer, you were, trying to get something from them. Now, I recommend partnering up with people using Instagram, because it's very simple to do hashtag search on Instagram. I like it better than LinkedIn for this. Hashtag searches on Instagram, Fiverr seller, Fiverr gigs, right? And you just search that on Instagram, and again, search for hashtags. Find the hashtags with 100,000, 1 million. I mean, there's so many on there. And then just literally go through one after another. There's so many people trying to put their services out there that you can just slip DMs to. It doesn't cost anything to be on Instagram. See, on LinkedIn, you got to pay. Everybody loves LinkedIn, but I'll be square with you, and maybe I'm just a moron, but I don't actually have that much success on LinkedIn, and I work on LinkedIn. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn a lot. I have a lot more success on Instagram, messaging people, DMing them, because I don't have to pay for, and I do pay for premium on LinkedIn, but I don't have to pay for anything on Instagram to find all of these people. And it could be the people that I'm searching for. Maybe, Instagram is a lot more visual. So like logos are huge right now, but you got to think these people need videos, right? They need videos. They need marketing. Don't forget, we're marketers as well. So we help people market. And right now, more than ever, there's going to be a lot of people, again, looking to launch home-based businesses. You think about, this is the time in the world where people are like, well, now's the time to launch my home-based business. What do I got to lose? I'm at home. So there's going to be people looking for logos. There's going to be people looking for all these things, and they're going to need marketing services, and they're going to need voiceover artists. Okay? So that's how I would recommend you do it. Don't do it through Fiverr. Do it through Instagram. Okay, let's see. For example, I need other VO talent for should have kept reading. Another VO talent for a project I'm managing or any other service I need to integrate into my project. Does Fiverr have an issue with us partnering with one another on projects? Thank you, Troy. I've seen the videos about service dropping, which is reselling other services. Is Fiverr cool with this? To restate my question. Service dropping, which is reselling other services. I'm sorry, Troy. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying. I will say that Fiverr does have studios, in which case you can partner up with other people on Fiverr and actually offer a total studio service. Where, you know, there's like video people partner up with voiceover people, partner up with logo creators, partner up with video creation, and, you know, they can create a whole thing where someone can purchase from a studio. There's that, but the other thing is maybe you mean like you having a service where you're putting it on Fiverr, kind of like other sites are doing, where they're getting agencies put up a gig. And then you order that gig and you get to choose from a whole bunch of different things. I don't know. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I think that if, you know, I don't know the answer to that. I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. And I'm not, again, quite sure exactly what you're asking. So maybe you message me separately with a little bit more info, and I'll try my best to help. Let's see. Teresa. Hi, Anthony. What are you doing now? I'm at Berkshire Hathaway Town. Okay. Hey, Teresa. Oh, cool. Hi. Berkshire Hathaway Town. Nice. Yeah, that's really cool, Teresa. I'm working at home. So thank you guys so much for watching today and being a part of a VO's journey. Like I said, if you haven't gotten a chance yet, hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 1,000, so I'm really excited. And please take this opportunity to get yourself out there with the idea of service to others and helping. Yes, we can make money, all right, so that we can support our families, but this is an opportunity to make some money, but to help the world, you know, with all of these things going on. And if you position yourself right, you're going to be ready. Think about the needs that the world has right now. Think about all the education that needs to be continued throughout the world. Think about all the public service announcements. Think about the phone messaging. Think about the e-learning, all the things that need to be happening about there. That is a position we are in to help people, and it's a position we are in to help people learn about what's possible. That's the thing. Don't forget that we have to educate always. We have to educate people. I mean, I still talk to people, and I'm sure you know what I mean. I talk to many people that are like, what do voiceover artists do? They don't, you know, because people aren't aware that they listen to voiceover artists all day, every day, whether it's on the radio, whether it's on TV, whether it's on the phone, whether it's, you know, listening through the internet. They're listening to voiceover artists all day long, but they're not aware, and they're not aware of how it all works. So be a part of your platform should be educating people on how they could use your services to help others. Okay, if you've been looking for something to do and on social media, this is your opportunity to help the world by educating them on how to use voiceover services and what they can solve. Think about how we could solve issues. Think about, here's another thing, just really quick. Think about people who struggle. You have many students who have special needs, who struggle and may have to have people read stuff to them because they have reading disabilities or things like that. Well, what do we do for a living? We read books out loud. Think of things that we can do to help people. All right. I promise you it will be more rewarding than money to help people and to help children and help the world through all of this. All right. And at the same time, we'll be able to support our families. I hope this helps everybody. Thank you. Thank you for your warm wishes. It has been amazing to feel the love and support from you all. As always, you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will be back tomorrow. I will see you soon. Have a great, great day, and God bless. Goodbye.